Good evening, everyone. Team Lifetree. It is just always a pleasure to be here with all of you. And thank you so much for joining us. I love seeing everyone's happy face and happy pets. We've been seeing the pets tonight. So we have a special guest tonight, and we are super excited and thankful to hear from her. Suzie, we're so grateful that you took time out of your busy schedule and working with your team to help us out tonight. And I know Debbie Packard is a friend of yours, and so I'm going to turn the time over to Debbie to actually introduce you. So go ahead, Debbie.
Thank you so much, Julie. I love Susie Benjamin. John and I met Susie and Al at our Pro5 Summit, which I think was 3 years ago, if I'm remembering correctly. What a wonderful time that was. And we just appreciated them at that time and have grown to appreciate them more and more. But let me tell you more about Susie. She is a faith-filled woman. She's married to Al, and she's mom to five amazing children. And get these ages: 16 and 14, 8, 6, and 2. She's from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and she has a background in as a certified athletic trainer with 13 years of experience in the various settings, including high school athletics, physical therapy, and orthopedics or orthopedic surgery. Susie was introduced to LifeVantage by her brother, John Jelinek, I'll say that right. Some of you have seen John or heard of him. He's a chiropractor. And Susie joined in 2017. Her husband, Al, who is a Native veteran, I am grateful, and I know all of us are, has found major benefits with activating his body after serving several deployments overseas. Susie is now a work at home EC2 mama and saw this opportunity as a vehicle to continue to stay home with her kids, provide extra income for her family, travel the world, and bless more people on a journey towards dramatically improved wellness and financial health. I'm blessed every time I interact with Susie, and I know you will be too. Susie, thanks again for coming, and we can't wait to hear from you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that warm introduction, Debbie. I am so thankful to have been asked and honored to have been asked to join your team call and to share a little bit more of my story as well as the benefits of activation while we're all here. So thank you again so much for having me. I'm going to share my screen here and let's see if I can pull that up one more time. Let's see. Here we go. And I want you to let me know if you can see my screen okay. If you give me a thumbs up, perfect. All right, so again, I'm so honored to be here to share a little bit more about my story with you all. This is my family. So like Debbie mentioned, I'm a mom of five. I'm married to Al. So this picture was taken last fall. There's been some changes in our family, most notably my husband Al, and I'll mention those as we go through as I go through this slideshow a little bit, so you can see kind of this is his before picture. I'll just say that right now. This is his before picture. So things have changed quite a bit since last fall for him, but I've been married to Al for 21 years, and we have these five great kids. Right now, our house is quiet because Al has the three little ones at soccer practice, and my two big ones are studying upstairs. And so it's an oddly quiet evening for us, but I will take it. So I just, again, am so grateful to be able to share a story. And like Debbie mentioned, my brother, John, is a chiropractor in North Dakota. We live in South Dakota now, but we used to live in North Dakota near my brother. And he saw the changes that happened with my husband, Al, when he returned home from his several deployments. So Al joined the Navy right before September 11th, 2001. It was actually February of 2001 that he joined the Navy, not knowing, right, that like many, that his military career would take him to where it did. And he definitely sacrificed for our country. And he came home from his third and fourth deployments, just different. He and I met in high school, and he was always such a fun-loving, funny guy, made me laugh all the time. But he just things had changed quite a bit for him mentally, emotionally after those deployments. And we struggled quite a bit. He went to the VA for help with cognitive processing therapy after his deployments, and they wanted to put him on medication for his emotional mental stressors. And he just decided against that for himself. He didn't want to deal with the side effects of those medications, those pharmaceutical medications. And I supported him on that. However, it was still hard, you guys, because we struggled. And I feel for anybody having to deal with those symptoms, because it's not like a war injury where you're losing a limb or losing, it's not anything that you can see, but those stressors are real and they do affect so many. And it's hard. There's a stigma around those for sure. And so we struggled quite a bit, of knowing how to help him and what to do. He did, start working out more. That helped him quite a bit. But it wasn't until he decided to try activating his body, that we noticed more significant changes. And at first he was really skeptical, and my brother would send me studies of PTSD and oxidative stress and how they were connected, right? What was the connection of them between them? And I'll explain a little bit more about oxidative stress here as we go, but I was really intrigued, and I'd never heard of oxidative stress. And even having a medical background as I do, I was so surprised that I'd never heard about it in college even. And so when he started sending me those studies and I looked into it, I was very intrigued. But of course, my husband was still very skeptical, thinking, gosh, I don't know if this is going to even help me. I don't know if this is going to even do anything. Well, at that time, he actually had a job offer for a job here in Sioux Falls in South Dakota. And so we had moved here about 6 hours south to South Dakota. And he decided, okay, now is the time for me. I'm starting a new job. Our youngest kid, Lizzie, she's in the green. She was 8 months old at the time. And so it was time for him. It was kind of his high noon. He wanted to try it. And so he started activating his body, and he took two products that we call Protandim Nerve 2 and Axio. Those are the first two products that he started with. And you guys, before activation, I really want to note that it was like walking on eggshells around Al. He was very irritable, had very low patience, low energy. It was really hard to get along with him. And 6 weeks later, I will never, ever forget this. He came home from work and he asked me, hey, what can I do to help you around the house today? And I looked at him and I just kind of was taken aback, because that wasn't something that he would ask me. He would normally come home from work and he would go into the bedroom and decompress for a long time. He needed that time to just chillax, for lack of better words. And after, it was slowly but surely, but it was at the 6 week mark that those subtle changes really started to happen for him. And I then noticed he had more energy. He had more patience. He was less irritable. He was in a happy mood, and he was a better husband and a better dad. And I couldn't believe it. And I knew that at that point, my background, like Debbie mentioned, was in athletic training and sports medicine. And when we moved to South Dakota, I had the opportunity to be able to stay at home with our kids, our 3 kids at the time. But there was something in me that was just kind of wanting to do more. Just that feeling inside of me that I still wanted to be able to help people. And I took this opportunity and I told my brother, I said, hey, if this could help Al, if this could help one more person like it's helped Al, I'm all in. I need to be able to share this with other people, that it is this important. I feel a moral obligation to share this with other people, because I know there are so many other people struggling like this, like Al is, and they need to know about it. And so that was a sign from God that I, take this opportunity to share it with others. And now just feeling so blessed that we've been able to help, thousands of people in my organization, beyond blessed to be able to help, that many people. But it was activation that did it. And I just, again, am so thankful to have learned about this company. We're talking about LifeVantage, and this company is the activation company. And so we started in a lab Dr. Joe McCord. If you developed our product, if you haven't seen the ABC investigational report, I'm not going to play it tonight, but if you haven't seen that ABC investigational report, please get back to the person that invited you to tune in tonight to watch this, either on the replay or live, to watch that ABC report, because it's very, very intriguing. It's such a great one to learn about more of our company's background. But our company, we're the Take It to Make It company. So we empower our bodies to make antioxidants, proteins that we need for better health. Far more powerful than trying to supplement a deficiency. So you can stop looking for a source outside of you. So when you take Life Advantage, you're activating. You take our products, you're activating something instead of supplementing. So this is a great slide because it shares basically what we're being hijacked by daily. More than 80,000 toxins, which is huge, right? Holding onto our phone every single day is a big source, but we have, other than EMF radiation, we have heavy metals, pesticides, pollution, poor nutrition, sleep, poor sleep, sun damage, beauty products, mold, household cleaners. I mean, you name it, smoking, alcohol, all these things increase oxidative stress levels in our body. It's free radical damage, and we're exposed to it daily. So oxidative stress, and I love this visual. It is like if you were to take an apple and cut it in half and you leave it on the counter, what happens to the inside of it? It turns brown. That's essentially what oxidative stress is doing inside of our bodies every day. So we're rusting from the inside out, essentially. It's oxidation inside our cells. And what that feels like, it feels like achiness, stiffness. In my husband, it felt like brain fog. It felt like irritability. For him, it was that just low energy, and it needs to be turned back on. These antioxidants, our body has its own antioxidants that we can turn back on and activate, right? And so here's how we do it at the Activation Company. So this is our flagship product, Protandim Nerve 2, and we take this to make antioxidants. And we know that oxidative stress is aging, and that's inflammation, right? That's the rusting of the inside out, rusting of our bodies from the inside out. But we take antioxidants to fight oxidative stress. We activate the production of more powerful antioxidants with Protandim. And at the bottom, it says your own antioxidants are more than 1 million times powerful than any supplement. So that, I think, is really key. When we can take something to activate our body to make its own antioxidants, it's way more powerful than taking supplements to do so. This visual is another great one. So dietary antioxidants versus your body's own antioxidants. We all know that it's important to eat good foods, right? For our health, it's important to eat fruits and vegetables. We know that blueberries are great antioxidants. However, we would need to eat 110 cups of blueberries daily to equal what one pill of Protandim, one little yellow pill, does in our bodies daily as far as neutralizing those free radicals. And that is powerful. We would have to eat 500 cups of broccoli daily, 400 oranges daily, or 120 vitamin C tablets daily, again, to equal what one tablet of Protandim Nerve 2 can do. And we can say that Protandim Nerve 2 reduces oxidative stress in every mammal by 40% in 30 days. No other anti-aging or antioxidant supplement can come close to Protandim's power. This is another great visual. Direct antioxidants, like a blueberry. You take one blueberry, you eat it, it gets rid of one free radical. But again, with one tablet of the little yellow pill NRF2 activation with Protandim, you get rid of 1 million free radicals. It turns on our body's production of powerful antioxidants like catalase, glutathione, and SOD. Glutathione has been in the news quite a bit lately if you've been paying attention, and glutathione is something that we can say by taking Protandim, it is increased in our body by over 300%. And that's after continued use by, I think it's 3 months to 4 months. You can see that improvement, and that is pretty massive. Another thing I love about our company is that we have the science to back it up. So you don't have to take my word for it, what you're learning tonight. You can go to pubmed.gov. You can look at the science of all, we have about 30, more than 30 peer-reviewed published studies on Protandim Nerve 2 itself. So this is not just this individual ingredients of Protandim. This is the actual product. And so you can go, American Heart Association has done studies on our product. And it was after that ABC investigative report that aired in 2005 that's when this research really started coming out. And so what you can do is go to pubmed.gov, like my brother did, and he looked up oxidative stress and PTSD. You could even look up, NRF2 activation and any health condition that you might want to know more about to see if that could help reduce oxidative stress. Another side note is that if you're wondering if Protandim Nerf2 is for you or activation is for you, ask your doctor, would it be helpful if I reduce my oxidative stress in my body? And if they say yes, Protandim Nerf2 is something you definitely want to take. So we didn't stop there, not with just Protandim Nerf2, but, oops, I'm gonna go back one. There we go. I went too far. There we go. So we have a whole line of other products, and I'm going to go through a few more, not all of them this evening because I want to respect your time. But we have two other Protandim activators along with NRF2. We have NRF1, we have NAD. That has also been in the news quite a bit. People do IV and infusions of NAD, and we have it in pill form, which is phenomenal. We have a liquid collagen. I'll go over that just a little bit. We have a phenomenal skincare line, hair care. We have time-release multivitamins that give you the exact minerals, nutrients that you need, minerals and vitamins that you need at the time of day that you need them. Daily Wellness. This is one of my favorite products of all time. We have a product that is essential for this time of year, especially when kids are going back to school, but we're about to go into flu season and just the winter time. Daily Wellness is key. I give it to my kids daily, and I even make popsicles out of it, but it's a powder and you make a drink with it. I add it to my Axio, which is our brain food drink. But Daily Wellness has vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, elderberry extract, and it has a fermented yeast in it, which is acts like a postbiotic. So it's really getting to your gut health. And our 70% of our immune system is in our gut. And so we want to make sure that we're taking care of our gut daily, again, with those ingredients to make sure that we're boosting our immune system. I take it all the time when I'm traveling on an airplane, or even doubling up if I feel like a sniffle is coming on. Germs are everywhere, and especially in my house when my kids are going to school and they're bringing germs home, we really want to stay on top of it. And so Daily Wellness is one of my favorite products for that. Excuse me. We have an Omega Plus supplement, which if you are taking an Omega from a big box store, you want to make sure that, if you have that fishy taste from it, it could mean that it's rancid. And so we want to with our Omega supplement, it's so important that it's a fresh tasting Omega. We can trace the fish back to the bottle that it's caught on with our Omega Plus supplement. And it's a great one. I give it to my kids and they chew it and they actually swallow it that way because it tastes that fresh. We have a vitamin D3, we have Icy Bright, we have Fat Burn. We have we're really getting into the key products here as far as what we have. And I think that if you have something that you're looking to solve with your health as far as better energy, maybe more sleep or better sleep, you name it, I know that we have a solution. So what else can we activate? And I mentioned I would go through some more big key products. Last year, last year at around this time, our company launched our mind body system. And what this is when you take this system, your body helps to make GLP-1. And I know many of you have probably heard about GLP-1, if not all of you. It is a hormone in our body that when we can increase it, it helps with that food noise. It helps with satiety and satiation. And a lot of people are doing pharmaceutical versions, injections of GLP-1 synthetics. But this is our natural version, and we are activating our own GLP-1 hormone by taking this product. So it's a two-part system. There's MB Core, Mind Body Core, that you take first thing in the morning with a full glass of water. You wait 30 minutes. And then you can take the powder, which is our MB Enhance. You take that with whatever you like to eat for breakfast, whether it's a protein shake or you can mix it in yogurt or oatmeal. My husband loves to mix his MB Enhance. It's a vanilla drink mix-in. He loves to mix it with Axio, lemonade Axio, and water. That's how he drinks it every morning, and that's his routine. But it is a hormone produced in the gut that regulates our blood sugar levels. And so it's produced in the lower GI tract. And it really works with our mind, right? It tells our brain that whether we're full or not, it quiets that food noise. And so it helps with those cravings. And people that maybe have more issues with genetics, aging, poor diet, sedentary lifestyles, that helps, and having more difficulty to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight, could be for them. Now, this is a little bit of an older slide. We can now say with the science that's increased with our company that we can say with our mind body system that it's a 200% increase of GLP-1 in our bodies. And this is on average losing about 9 pounds in 8 weeks, up to 25 pounds in 12 weeks on our system. And this was with the 12-week trial that they did. Importantly, 100% of people in the trial did not lose muscle mass. And that is something that is a concern with people that are doing the synthetic injections. It's patent pending. But we are seeing with the trial that up to 27% reduction in that visceral fat, the dangerous fat in our body, and 5% reduction in total body fat. And 82% took back control in the trial, took back control of their relationship with food. 95% reduced sugar cravings. 85% felt less hungry. 90% ate less at meals, and so on. This is my husband. So 2024, July 4th is on the left side. And then it was this summer, July 4th, 2025. He's lost over 60 pounds with the mind body system. Now he has been activating his body for almost 8 years. And so this is something that he didn't just start taking the mind body system on its own. Excuse me. He was doing Protandim Nerve 2. He's steadily layered our activation products in over the years. Now his go-to in the morning is our Protandim Nerve 2 Vitality Stack, and that has the Protandim Nerve 1 in it. It also has our Omega Plus supplement, our probiotic, our probio supplement in that pack. So it's a packet that he takes daily, and for him, it's so nice to be able to rip open that packet, take it, and then mix up his shake with the Mind Body Enhance and Axio and water. And that's what's helped him. Now, I won't say that it was just these products alone that did this work for him. He made the decision to cut out all alcohol. So he decided that when he was starting Mind Body, that he wasn't going to drink any alcohol during this time. And so for him, that was a catalyst also for losing the weight. So, but it was the Mind Body system that helped him to have the less cravings for that alcohol. So I think that was hugely beneficial for him. He just decided that alcohol didn't have the effects on him that he wanted in his life. And it was something that wasn't a huge part of his life. He would, drink alcohol on the weekends in the garage while he was mowing the lawn, things like that. But he just realized that it wasn't something that was helping him. He would be tired the next day and it wasn't worth it. So for completely cutting out alcohol, and then essentially he's gone into a certain amount of intermittent fasting because he's not hungry. And so eating about 1 meal a day, and that satisfied him, again, along with taking the mind body system. And I'm so proud of him. He started working out more, and really just taking care of him. And because he did that, it's obviously worked so well with our family. I mean, he's even a better person. It's another layer of Val. So like if activation in general was like the ice cream sundae, Mind Body System was the cherry on top for his health. And so I'm so proud of him that he's been able to just, again, own it for himself and really make those decisions to take care of him. And it's again made ripple effects in our family. These are a couple other pictures. This is Shauna. I think this is her 12-week trial pictures, as well as Marcy. So you can see that visceral fat that it's taken care of. We also have the Healthy Glow Essentials stack. So just kind of shifting into a different area with our collagen, our bottle of collagen. Now I can't keep this away from my kids either. I have to hide it because they love it. It tastes like a tart apple juice. And I love it daily. My skin has never been so soft, but not only that, liquid collagen and the right liquid collagen is really important for your brain, your gut, your joints, and just it has like so many great benefits, not just on the outside, but on the inside as well. This is a picture that I think a lot of people see pictures of faces, like before and after faces, but I really love this picture because it's not me, but it's someone's legs and you can see the varicose veins and or just the skin, her integrity altogether. You can tell the difference between taking collagen for a certain amount of time. And I've noticed this on my legs. And again, I don't have my picture up here, but I think it's really powerful to see what collagen can do for people. And this is coming from the inside out. We have Axio, something I'm drinking right now. I have red raspberry decaf Axio. This is a nootropic drink that activates our mental clarity and focus, powers our brain and body. It supports a positive mood, and that's why I love it as a mom of five. I will drink if let's put it this way: if I don't drink decaf Axio at night, I'm a much less patient mom when it comes to bedtime. And so I know that regular Axio replaces my coffee in the morning. It gives me even more focus and energy than coffee does. But then decaf Axio in the evening or in the afternoon is really important for just calming down. It's an interesting dynamic because it helps calm down, but also just supports that positive, happy mood and makes me particularly more resilient to, just stressors that come up during my day, like bedtime. And this is the next newest thing. Our company recently partnered with another company called Love Biome. And so we are stepping into a new era of microbiome health. Everyone has a microbiome and everyone wants to stay in the game. And this product, it's called P84, is something that our company is acquiring. Starting next month, people will be able to, I believe October, maybe the beginning of November, customers will be able to start ordering this product. I have to be honest, I don't know a ton about this PhytoPower P84 product, but I do know that it works so well with our gut health line, our MB system. It'll work well with our ProBio, our prebiotic, and our daily wellness product. So it's something that you're going to want in, again, your layering approach to activation. And this is going to be activating our gut. So again, it works well with our products. Our Protandim Nerve 2, Liquid Collagen, P84, and MB Enhance are going to work together so powerfully. And it shares, excuse me, how Protandim Nerve 2, working with our cells, True Science Liquid Collagen, kind of like that cell barrier, P84 with our gut, mind-body system with our lower GI tract there as well. So it's really, again, activating the whole body. So, excuse me, why LifeVantage and why now? I told you a little bit about my story in terms of how I worked in sports medicine. And I became a stay-at-home mom when my husband got his job when we moved to South Dakota. But I really wanted to stay in the game, at least as on an as needed basis, a PRN basis with athletic training, and I wanted to get a part-time job, just again as needed, so I can be able to so I could have been able to keep my foot in the door, still help people. That door actually closed for me, and I wasn't able to apply for the job that I wanted, and I felt a little defeated. I'm not gonna lie. However, when LifeVantage came into the picture, I knew, like I mentioned, that it was God's sign for me, that I share this with people. And I knew that, again, with a healthcare, I have a minor in health education as well. So knowing what I knew as far as helping people to prevent, health conditions coming down the road, this was a powerful, powerful tool in that. And so I've been with LifeVantage now almost 8 years. It'll be my 8-year anniversary in November. And I cannot even begin to tell you the the growth that I've had in the last 8 years, not only with business, but as a person, because really this type of business, it's the people that you meet and connect with that help to, grow you as a person. But also it's the people that you meet and connect with that really help you see the culture of the company as well. And I feel, and I truly wholly believe that the people in our company are second to none. We have such a faith-based company, I feel as well. And that was important to me, to know that the people that I was around were of the same mindset as I was. And that was, again, a powerful sign for me that I was in the right place. And so the more that I got into the culture of the company, that was a big belief builder for me. The fact that the products were science-backed was a belief builder for me. But also our compensation plan that really works for, all types of consultants. Excuse me. So whether you wanted to, just share with friends or you want to build a team, our company really has a benefit for you. We're publicly traded. We have full transparency. Our company is traded on the NASDAQ, and we are truly thriving. Steve Fife, who is our CEO, is the best captain of our ship. I just adore him. He has our best interest in mind, especially with this most recent partnership of Love Biome, this company that we are partnering with. Again, we have financial transparency. We're traded on the NASDAQ. We've been in several magazines and newspapers like Newsweek and Forbes. And we have a legacy program, which means we always give back wherever we are. So evolving and learning, you're sharing a product. If this is speaking to you as far as a consultant standpoint, you really feel like this is something that you want to take in your body, but you also want to share with others, we have a system for that. So there's a couple of different ways, and I'm not going to go into all the details. There's a couple of different ways that you can earn commission with our products. There's customer sales profit, there's personal sales bonus, and there's other share bonuses. Essentially, you can earn up to 40% commission with our products. And there's a couple of other ways as well. And if you're interested in learning more about the compensation plan, again, please make sure that you get back to the person who shared this with you. I wanted to share a couple of different slides as far as consultants opportunities that are available. And this business pack is one of our top packs available. And I love it because it has a little bit of each of our products in there. So it's so great as you get started and you want it to be a product of the products and you want to try all of them. We also have a premium pack available, and this is one of 4 of the products that I really honed in on this evening as far as the mind body system, our amazing liquid collagen, and our Protandim Nerve 2. And then right now, until September 30th, which is tomorrow, we have a high-speed health pack as well. That's $45 off for any new consultant that wants to try. And that is our Mind Body System, Protandim Nerve 2. We have an incredible fat burn product that really hones in on more of that visceral fat. And then we have Protandim NAD. A little bit about Protandim NAD, because it's free with this pack, is that it's activating essentially the garbage bin in our cells. It's getting rid of that extra cellular waste called autophagy, and it's activating sirtuins in our system. And so it's almost like intermittent fasting in a bottle, and it's doing that though by 100% in our bodies. And so I mentioned a little bit about NAD infusions that's really popular right now that people are getting. This is in a bottle that you're getting daily. I remember when Al came home after starting NAD and he said, man, I feel like I can just punch through walls in a good way, right? Like he just had that strength, that power. He felt that from NAD. A lot of people say that the grass is greener, the sky just looks bluer, colors look brighter. I felt with NAD, I remember being at Costco and I had 4 kids at the time, and the kids were just all over the place. And I felt like a ninja. Like it was like clarity times 100. And I could keep track of them in the cart, and I could just, like, I had 10 arms, and I just remember having the best, again, clarity and focus with Protandim NAD. So that is all I wanted to share with you as far as my story with activation, as far as, let's see, I'll stop my screen. And as far as, with the products and with the business, and again, just feel so grateful to be able to share with you this evening. I see so many faces that I've never seen before, and I love that. I love connecting with people that I just haven't met before. So I hope that if anybody is going to be in Dallas next month, that you come up to me and you say hello. And I would love to meet you in person, face to face. But thank you again so much for having me. If you do have any questions regarding this opportunity Life Vantage, we are just going places. We are the activation company that's going to really blow everyone out of the water in the time coming. We have such a bright future ahead. So if you have any questions, again, please make sure you get back to the person that invited you tonight.